Okay, so here we are. I'm actually on a different machine since I already have Visual Studio installed personally. So I use Visual Studio Ultimate Edition 2013. I also have a version of 2015 installed, a preview of that. But what we're showing here is how to install Visual Studio 2013 Community Edition. So all you have to do is go to visualstudio.com, and again I just have a virtual machine spun up here so I can actually download this and show you the steps to go through. So I'm going to click on download, and it's going to ask me if I want to actually save this, and again this is just like a fresh machine, so I don't even have Chrome or anything on here. So it's going to ask me to download vs_community, so that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to run it. When I run this, it's going to ask me some questions, and we'll just go through these. So I will pause the video as it goes through and as it's doing the whole progress of either downloading or installing or whatever. But I'll make sure to show all the different options that are available. Okay, so to begin with, we have a default location it wants to install. It's going to use up to 10 gigs of your drive, so make sure you look at the license term, privacy policy, and if you agree, click agree. So if you want to give Microsoft feedback, you can do that by joining the Experience program. So and you just hit next. Now, what you want to do here, at least what I do, is I uncheck everything. Okay. Now, if you want to do web development, if you're a web developer or doing any kind of web development, you might want to actually check out the Microsoft Web Developer Tools. Some of these things are also beneficial. If you're doing any kind of Windows Store things, I highly suggest you do Blend. If you are doing anything on the Windows Phone 8, I suggest you go and grab that one as well. Okay. For me, I'm not going to install anything else because again, I'm just going to blow away this virtual machine when I'm done. So with that, I'm just going to uncheck everything and hit install. It's going to create a system restore point, and it's going to start downloading everything it needs for Visual Studio. So again, it's going to take about 10 gigs of hard drive space. So it's going to download, and then it's going to install. And if there's any other parts here where we have to give it any further information, I'll make sure that's in the video. Otherwise, we'll just skip ahead till the next prompt. Okay, and so here we see that it has finished installing. There was no other options I had to select or anything else. It was just simply hit next, and now it's done. Now it took a while, but it is done. Now we would be able to launch Visual Studio if we want to. So when you launch Visual Studio, what you want to do here is you want to sign in with your Microsoft account. Okay. Now if you don't want to do this right now, you can just hit not now, maybe later. But by signing in, you'll be able to have the exact same theme across your different devices. So if you have Visual Studio installed on your laptop and then your desktop and a tablet or whatever else, if you say, hey, I want to be the dark theme and start Visual Studio, when you sign in as yourself, then the next time you go to a different machine, it will take all those settings with you. And this is what Visual Studio Community 2013 looks like when it loads. Of course, I picked the dark theme. So next we're going to actually install the plugin that helps Unity and Visual Studio to talk to each other.